yesterday when I was working on my paper, I was not able to achieve the really fluid look that I was going for. Multiple stages are needed to achieve what you are probably thinking is going to look like the example. Here's how I started this morning. I started by making a larger puddle. Wow, that's kind of a lot. And then I started kind of rolling it around. It was really helpful to not have to wear my mask because I had no students in here. What I mean by that is because I was able to blow that around. So another thing I did is I started blowing it. I'm not going to blow onto you guys, but what I'm doing is using my squeeze bottle to move this around. And what I'm doing there is just kind of starting to get a little bit of ink on my page. And then what I did, thank you, is I added straight alcohol to the page. And now you're going to see the effects that we were actually going for. Okay, are you starting to see the variations in the colors? This is more of what you see in your example. Okay, I'm going to pause right there and I'm going to leave it. And I'm going to let it dry. And then we'll come back and we can look at it a little bit later. Now, if you have a little spot in there, it really helps to take a blow dryer, or in this case for our demonstration, I'm just kind of blowing it with a bottle. Really helpful to have more of these little squeeze bottles. But what I want to see is the variations in color. So when I photograph this later, then you're going to see a lot more detail. And I'm also going to add more color. Why don't I go ahead and add just a smidge of the blue? And I'm going to let it spread and do its thing. Now remember, I've chosen cool colors here. The reason I chose those cool colors is because they go together in the color wheel. They are next to each other and they complement each other. So that is just a starting place for me. Now, if you start to see, like I am, areas where I don't want it to stay, I want to kind of make it puddle in different areas, you can blow it, you can move it, you can get a blow dryer and move it that way. Or you can just let it and see what happens. And when you come back to it later on, when it's all dry, you can add more.